Customer service is a big and important thing throughout the whole world. But mostly in business, we can see this in fast food, retail, and grocery stores. I used to work as a cashier in a grocery store. I'm not gonna say the name, but it is pretty close to where I live. I'm not saying where I fucking live either. But honestly, let me tell you, at first it actually wasn't that bad, probably because I was in school and I was just making a little bit of money on the side. But then once I graduated high school, that's when I was like, like, what am I doing here? I just felt useless, and honestly, I was just getting tired of it. I was just in there for like a good year, and I actually recently got out. Well, I actually quit, I guess. I didn't quit. I put it in my 2 fucking weeks, but people are saying I quit. Bro, but that shit was so fucking, the job is easy. You're just scanning stuff, giving people the change and everything. But it's like the managers want you to do all this annoying little shit. It's like, yeah, as a customer, if they feel okay and if they got everything they needed, like, you know, just basically fucking glazing the customers. And honestly, bro, it was so awkward because if it's not genuine, then I just don't think you should even say anything. But they would try to make us make small talk with the customers, and it was just so awkward. I used to just be like, hey, how are you doing? Like, everything good? Yeah. And then if they just kept talking to me, like, well, I kind of just ignored them because I'm doing my fucking job here, you know? And boom, and that's how I did it the whole time. And I kind of just feel like that's how it's supposed to be. Like, you're not really there to talk to people. Like, I get it that the company wants friendly, like a good image, but if it's literally not genuine, so it's forced. The thing that everyone hates about customer service is the customers themselves. I feel like working in customer service just really makes you realize how shitty people are. I'm getting mad just from thinking about all these things that would happen. Thankfully, throughout my experience as working as a cashier, nothing really happened to me. I wasn't really cussed out by any customers or anything, but there was times that that some customers would have attitude with me, and man, I'm not the type of person to try and talk back to anyone, but I'd just be like fed up with their shit. I wouldn't really say anything unless they would try to, you know, tell me something. There was this one couple. I don't want to be the type of guy to be like, oh yeah, they look homeless or anything, but they actually just looked dirty and they smelled really musty. Like, I'm telling you, they had stains all over. So, like, they had stains all over their shirts and just all over their clothes. So you just couldn't avoid the thought of being like, oh yeah, they're definitely homeless. Look at their clothes. So she gave me a little ticket, right? And when people would give you this ticket, you had to take money out of your register. So she had about, like, I don't know. I think it was like about $3.99. And she was like, hey, can you just give me the $1 for the 99 cents? And I gave it to her. I was like, okay, sure, no problem. It's just 1 penny. So that happens. And a little later, her man pulls up to my line. And then the motherfucker doesn't have enough money for his shit. And I didn't say anything about it because that's there, whatever. I don't know what they're going through. I just told them, you don't have enough. Like, this doesn't cover all of it. So then I think this was he was paying with card, and his fucking girl comes and they're like, no, we definitely had some money in there. I know we had this amount of money. I'm like, yeah, but it's saying that you have insufficient funds. So I just called for the manager, and bro, I'm telling you, whenever I would call for the manager, it would feel like they would take their sweet ass fucking time, bro. I'm telling you, I'd be walking around the whole store looking for the manager, and I couldn't even fucking find him. So a little bit before the manager actually comes, the couple starts talking to each other, and they're like, yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. And I just look at them like, what the fuck? Because I've been here for a good ass while. And I tell them, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Well, I didn't say that, but I was like, I know what I'm doing. Like, don't tell me how to do my fucking job, you dumb, stupid person. Okay, maybe that's a little too far, but actually, little comments like that would actually piss me off. It wasn't even only that. It's just like, I thought we were cool. I gave you a whole $1 for that 1 penny. Like, what happened? Like, why the sudden switch up? There was another time, there was like this one old guy, and he looked like an old guy. So in the grocery store that I used to work at, we didn't have any baggers. We wouldn't bag the stuff for people or anything. That was just store policy. I think it's fucking stupid, but we still did it anyways. I guess if they asked. So there was this one guy, and he pulls up in those little what are they called? Mobility scooters? Or mobility chairs. So he pulls up in one of those little chairs that people be shopping with. You know, those chairs that they fucking using Walmart and shit. So this guy puts up in his mobility chair, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm just thinking whatever. It's like, this is a normal transaction, you know? And he tells me, I think he has like OCD or something. He's like, can you double bag everything for me and make sure everything goes with everything? So I'm just putting like the food with the food, right? So I would put the meat with some vegetables, and he'd be like, no, you're contaminating the vegetables. Like he tweak out. And I mean, maybe he's right. I know that there's a proper way to bag, but bro, we didn't get taught or trained on that, and honestly I didn't give a fuck. So I was literally just bagging because he asked. And so I run out of bags and I have to get some more, and I'm asking him, how do you want me to bag this for you? Because, you know, he was already tweaking, and like he just starts telling me, she's like, no, like this way. And I'm like, oh my god, like I'm like, my fucking bad for not knowing how to bag, not bagging to your standards. So I get back to my register, and I'm like, go ahead, sir, you can swipe your card already. And he's just like, I know it's ready, don't tell me what to do. And bro, I actually wish I was making this up, but I'm not. That's just how bad customer service is. It's fucking hell. Like, if you willingly work there, you're a misogynist, actually. Or you're just like a 50-year-old woman that has nothing else to do. But anyways, he gives me attitude the whole time, bro. It's some old ass guy, 50-year-old dude, just sassy as fuck. I'm like, god damn. I've never met any customer that sassy, not even like a woman. And then so he leaves. And my coworker just tells me, yeah, whenever you were bagging the stuff for him and he was talking to you, he just rolls his eyes so fucking bad. And I'm just like, fuck that guy. Actually, just fuck him. I feel like, honestly, so many of those people are so miserable, so they just take it out on some like random teenager, random part-timer that just wants to get a little money. And honestly, good for them. If I was a bitch, I'd probably take my anger out on random ass people too, but you know, I'm not, because it's just not worth it ruining their day just because your day is fucking going horrible or you're just a miserable person. Oh, one more thing. If you're old and you're going to a grocery store by yourself, please, I beg, bring someone else in your family to come with you, because you're literally too fucking old to be what is it called? You're too old to be by yourself. Like, you can't really do much. You're kind of like a baby again, but not really. Well, you're like a baby, but without the cuteness and just saggy, wrinkly skin. Sorry if I'm dragging this out, but I feel like no one talks about that enough. I feel like if you have someone that's old in your family, you should definitely take care of them a lot more and pay attention to them. And please give them love. If you don't give them love, they're gonna come to a grocery store and probably cuss me out. Or cuss a poor teenager out. There's always going to be a couple of bad apples in any type of situation, but just don't let that experience change your perspective on old people. I'm telling you, there was a couple of nice people that I met, and honestly, I'm pretty glad that I did, because if not, I probably would have quit way earlier than I did. I'm probably gonna make a couple of more videos talking about this. I feel like I have a couple of things I want to talk about relating this, of course. I'm not gonna be dragging this out or whatever. I'm probably just gonna make like 1 or 2 videos, but yeah, this is all I really wanted to talk about today. Please remember and think about all the cashiers in the front lines. Pay your respects to all of them, and don't be a bitch to them, please. Just do the bare minimum, and just, I don't know, give them a compliment or something. Actually, don't do that, because, okay, never mind. So yeah, never mind. Bye.